Good morning, students. In the previous class, the first lesson is over. Okay. So this class, today, I will explain the book back one words and then reasoning questions and some matches. Okay. Okay. So first, I explain the one words. So first one, when the force remains constant, but the area of contact area is reduced, the pressure will. The force remains constant, the area is reduced, the pressure. What's the formula for pressure? That is P is equal to F by A. So in this question, area is reduced. So pressure is increases. So the first one, area is reduced, the pressure will be increases. And second one, when depth increase, the pressure. So the pressure exerted by the liquids, it will be depend upon the length of the column. So the depth increases, the pressure will increases. So second one, what is the second question? When depth increases, the pressure, what? Depth increase and pressure enna agum ketukanga. Depth increase and automatically the pressure it will be increases. And third one, the pressure exerted by a man on earth will be less when he is the pressure exerted by a man or a man ala kodukodiya pressure on earth will less when he is avan enna panna korayum. So options are lying down, sitting, standing on one foot and standing on 2 foot. So the pressure exerted by a man on earth will be less when he is lying down. Okay, pressure will be exerted on, it will be less. Okay, so first one word, the area of contact will be increases, the pressure it will be increases. Second one, depth increases, the pressure increases. And third one, when the person will be lying down the ground, the pressure will be less. That is the 3 one words. And fourth one, what will be the pressure when a man 30 Newton force is applied on an area 120 centimeter square. What's the question? Pressure, we will calculate the pressure when 30 Newton force will be applied on area 120 centimeter square. So we will calculate the pressure. What's the formula? Force by area. Force is 30 Newton and area is 120 centimeter square. Okay, 120 centimeter square. We will convert the meter square. So 120 centimeter square will be converted into centimeter into meter in 10 power minus 2. So 30 by 1 centimeter is equal to 10 power minus 2 meter. So 30 by 120 into 10 power minus 2. Okay. So divide the 2 part, that is 30, that is 2.5. 30 by 120, 30 by 120 into 10 power square, 10 square. So we calculate 0.5 into 10 power 3 Newton per meter square. So in our book, the answer is 2.5 into 10 power Newton per meter square. So this is the same way the pressure will be given and area will be given, it will be easily calculate the pressure. Suppose the force value we will calculate, pressure value will be given and area value will be given, easily find out the force. Okay. So next question. The force remains constant while the area is double. Then the pressure will. Force constant area you double pressure enna agum. So area double pandrom. Okay, it will be in a denominator part, it will be double. Denominator part it will be double, it will be decreased by half. How is it possible? The pressure is, force is same, but area it will be double. So 2A. Okay. So area will be double, so decrease by half. How will? P is equal to 1 by half into F by A. So P dash, so second pressure P dash is equal to 1 by 2 F by A. Area வந்து double பண்ணோம், pressure என்ன ஆகும்னு கேட்டுருக்காங்க. சரியா? ஏரியாவை நீங்கள் டபுள் பண்ணிங்கன்னா ஏக்கு பதில் 2A சப்ஸ்டியூட். ஸோ half into F by A நீங்கள் பிரிச்சிங்கன்னா ப்ரெஷர் என்ன ஆகுது? ஹாஃபாக என்ன செய்யுது? டிக்ரீஸ் ஆகுது. ஸோ ஏரியாவை நீங்கள் டபுள் பண்ணிங்கன்னா ப்ரெஷர் ஹாஃபாக டிக்ரீஸ் ஆகும். ஓகே. தென் நெக்ஸ்ட் கொஷின், விச் ஆஃப் த ஃபாலோயிங் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் இஸ் கரெக்ட் அபவுட் ப்ரெஷர்? Pressure பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் எந்த statement correct? Pressure is directly proportional to force. Pressure is directly proportional to force. Is it correct? Directly proportional to force is correct. Pressure is inversely proportional to area of contact is also correct. Pressure is inversely proportional to a force is wrong. Okay. So what is correct? First and 2 is correct and third one is wrong. Okay. So in the next question, which instrument is used to measure the atmospheric pressure? What experiment it will be used to measure the atmospheric pressure? That is a barometer. Okay. And which of the following is an example of contact force? Which of the following is an example of contact force? Magnetic force is a contact force? No, it is a non-contact force. Electrostatic force is a contact force? No, it is a non-contact force. And gravitational force is a contact force? No, it is a non-contact force. Frictional force? Yes, it is a contact force. So, the answer is frictional force. So, okay. Then next I will explain the Phillips. Okay. So, first Phillips, if the force increases the pressure also increases. The force of friction is always acts in the direction dash to the direction of motion. You force apply pantinga, okay, it acts in the direction dash to the direction of motion. Force, இப்போ வந்து ஒரு திங் மேலே நீங்கள் ஃபோர்ஸ் அப்ளை பண்ணி ஒரு திங்க் இருக்குது, அந்த திங் மேலே ஃபோர்ஸ் அப்ளை பண்ணுறீங்க, அந்த திங் வந்து இப்படி மூவ் ஆகுது. ஸோ அதோடைய மோஷனுக்கு ஆப்போசிட்டாக தான் நம்ம ஃபோர்ஸ் அப்ளை ஆகணும். ஸோ இதில் ஆப்போசிட் இது டைரக்ஷன் ஆஃப் மோஷன். ஆன்சர் இஸ் ஆப்போசிட். அண்ட் தேர்ட் ஒன், force is applied by the hammer on nail while hanging it on a block of wood is called dash force. Force apply பண்ணி ஹேமரை வச்சு நெயிலில் ஒரு உடனுக்குள்ளே நெயிலை வந்து நீங்கள் அடிக்கிறீங்க. என்ன ஃபோர்ஸ் இதில் அப்ளை ஆகுது? muscular force, because you use your muscle, that is hand. Okay, the force is exerted by the earth on a body is called dash of a body. Force exerted by the earth on a body. Earthல force exert ஆகுது அப்படின்னா அந்த இதுக்கு பேர் என்னது? That is weight. Okay, the force exerted by the earth on a body is called weight of the body. And last one, the force is acting perpendicular to a surface is called thrust. The force is acting perpendicular to the surface. For example, you take one water bottle, you take one beaker, so filled with the water, and you insert one wooden block or anything. The wooden block is giving the downward force to the liquid, but liquid will be exerted to the upward force to the wooden block. The upward force is called thrust. Okay, so the question is, the force is acting perpendicular to the surface, liquid surface is called thrust. Thrust is the opposite force. ஒரு கண்டெய்னரில் வாட்டர் ஃபில் பண்ணிட்டு அதில் ஒரு உடன் பிளாக் நீங்கள் போகிறீங்கன்னா உடன் will be giving the downward force to the water. Water will be exert the upward force to the wooden. So that is called thrust. This is all are the Phillips. And then say true or false. Pressure, force is equal to pressure by area. Force is equal to pressure by area. Is it true? Force is equal to pressure in the area. The question is, force is equal to pressure by area. Is it correct or not? No, it's not wrong. It's not correct. Is it wrong? Okay. So force is equal to pressure by area is wrong. And then second one, the atmospheric pressure increases as we go to higher altitudes. Higher altitude poga poga energy atmospheric pressure, it will be increases. It will be increases. No, in going a higher altitude, the pressure will be decreases. Okay. And third one, fluids exert pressure on the walls of the container. Yes, fluids also exert the pressure on the walls of the container. ஒரு கண்டெய்னரில் வாட்டர் ஃபில் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்கன்னா அந்த வாட்டரோடைய வால்ஸில் எல்லாத்துலையும் சாரி கண்டெய்னருடைய வால்ஸில் எல்லாத்துலேயுமே வாட்டர் வந்து ப்ரெஷரை எக்ஸெப்ட் பண்ணும். ஓகே. அண்ட் ஃபோர்த் ஒன், த ப்ரெஷர் இஸ் மேக்ஸிமம் அட் த டாப் மோஸ்ட் லெவல் ஆஃப் த லிக்விட் இன் த கண்டெய்னர். ஃபால்ஸ். ஏன்? டாப்பில் இருக்கும்போது ப்ரெஷர் இல் பி லோ அண்ட் கோயிங் இன் த பாட்டம் ஆஃப் த லேயர் த ப்ரெஷர் இல் பி இன்க்ரீசஸ். ஓகே. அண்ட் ஃபிஃப்த் ஒன், இட் இஸ் ஈஸியர் டு கேரி அ பேக் வித் த ப்ராட் ஹேண்டில்ஸ் as compared to the bag with the thin handles. தின் ஹேண்டில் கம்பேர் பண்ணும்போது ப்ராட் ஹேண்டில் வந்து நீங்கள் ஏதாவது ஒரு பேக் எடுத்துக்கிறீங்க, இந்த பேக்கில் வந்து ப்ராடாக ஸ்ட்ராப்பர் இருக்கிறதுக்கும் தின்னாக ஸ்ட்ராப்பர் இருக்கிறதுக்கும் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் இருக்குது. ப்ராடாக ஸ்ட்ராப்பர் இருக்கக்கூடிய பேக்கை இட் வில் பி ஈஸிலி கேரி கம்பேரபிள் டு த தின் ஸ்ட்ராப்பர் பேக். ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் ட்ரூ. ஓகே. அண்ட் தென் ஐ வில் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் த ரீசனிங் கொஷின்ஸ். ஸோ வாட்ஸ் த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கொஷின்? இஃப் ஒன் கெட்ஸ் காட் இன் ஸ்வாம், she is advised to lie flat. What's the question? If one gets got in a swarm, he or she is advised to lie flat. அதாவது ஸ்வாம்னா என்னது? மட்டி ஏரியா. அந்த ஏரியாவில் ஒரு பர்சன் வந்து போகிறாங்க அப்படின்னா அவங்க நார்மலாக அந்த ஏரியாவுக்குள்ள மாட்டிக்கிட்டோம் அப்படின்னா நார்மலாக அவனோட காலை ஊனி போகிறதுக்கெல்லாம் ஃபுல் பாடியும் கீழே அப்ளை பண்ணி போகிறது ஈஸி. பிகாஸ் leg will be giving the less pressure on the land, but your body will be leg will be giving the high pressure on the land. So it will be easily immersed to the land, but your body it will be lie in a flat surface, your body applying the less pressure on the surface, so it will be easily move on to the another one surface. And second question, it is easier to move with flat shoes in sand rather than pointed heels. Flat shoe போட்டிருக்கிற pointed யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடிய ஹீலை விட flat போடக்கூடிய heel வந்து ஏன் best? Why? So second question, because flat shoes give more surface area to contact and reduce the pressure on land while walking. So நீங்கள் pointed heels use பண்ணுறீங்க அப்படின்னா it will be the pointed heels having area of contact, it will be small. So area of contact small ஆகிறதுனால pressure வந்து என்ன செய்யும் அதிகமாக இருக்கும். ஸோ நீங்கள் ஈஸியாக ஸ்கிட் ஆகிறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இருக்குது. சப்போஸ் you wear the flat shoe, it will be giving the larger area of contact, so the pressure is exerted out by using the flat shoe reduces. So pressure reduces automatically, you walk on easily. Okay, so that is the answer, because the flat shoes give more area of contact to walk and reduce the pressure on land while walking. Pressure எப்போ reduce ஆகுதோ அப்போவே ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக நீங்கள் ஃப்ரீயாக மூவ் ஆக முடியும். ஓகே, and what is the third question? Heavy vehicles have wider tires. Why the heavy vehicle having a wider tires? Heavy vehicle comparable, you consider truck or big size of lorry having the wider tires. Instead of 2 tires is same than all the 4 sides. Why? Because the broader tires provide a large area of contact and gives less pressure on the ground. They help the vehicle to move smoothly. So the big container lorry, the 4 sides having the wider tires. Wider tires will be giving the less area of contact will be high, so the less pressure will be applied on the ground, so easily move on to the surface. Okay, and what is the fourth one? The size of bubbles increases as it rises towards the surface. ஒரு வாட்டர் ஒரு கண்டெய்னர் எடுத்துக்கிறீங்க, அதில் வாட்டர் ஃபில் பண்ணிக்கிறீங்க, ஒரு மெடிசன் ட்ராப்பரை உள்ள விட்டு நீங்கள் ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணுறீங்கன்னா ஏர் வந்து ரிலீஸ் ஆகும். ஏர் ரிலீஸ் ஆகும்போது ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஸ்மால் பபிளாக ஃபார்ம் ஆகும், மேலே போக போக பிக் சைஸ் பபிள் ஆகும். ஏன் மேலே போகும்போது மட்டும் பிக் சைஸ் பபிள் ஃபார்ம் ஆகுது? அதுதான் உங்களுடைய கொஷின். Why? The size of the bubbles increases as they move towards the surface, because the decrease in the pressure is applied by the water on them. Liquid apply பண்ணக்கூடிய pressure வந்து கம்மியாகிறதுனால decrease in the pressure is applied by the water on them. வாட்டர்னால கொடுக்கக்கூடிய ப்ரெஷர் வந்து கம்மியாகிறதுனா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக என்ன செய்யும், மேலே போகக்கூடிய பபிள் நின்று பெருசாகி பர்ஸ்ட் ஆகும். ஓகே, திஸ் இஸ் த ஆன்சர். அண்ட் ஃபிஃப்த் ஒன், we prefer to use sharp nail than a blunt one. எப்போவுமே நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுவோம், ஷார்ப்பான நெயில் தான் நம்ம எடுத்துக்கிடுவோம். அதான் ஏன்னு கேட்காங்க. why prefer to use a sharp nail than a blunt one? பிளண்டாக இருக்கக்கூடிய நெயிலை விட ஷார்ப்பான நெயில் நம்ம எடுத்துக்கிறோம் ஏன் அப்படின்னு கேட்குறாங்க. the sharp nail have a area of contact will be small. ஷார்ப் நெயிலில் டிப்பில் ஏரியா ஆஃப் கான்டாக்ட் என்ன செய்யும், கம்மியாக இருக்கும். ஸோ த ப்ரெஷர் இன்க்ரீஸ் at that point. So area of contact will be low, the pressure will be increases. Automatically the nail will be easily inserted on the wooden board. So always we prefer the iron nail have a sharp nail edge. Okay, so that is the fourth one answer. And what is that is the fifth one answer. So the large pressure is being created at the point of contact. So this is the answer for the fifth question. And next I explain the question answers. What is force? What is the SI unit of force? What is force? A push or pull or hit any one thing, that the thing will be moving. So the push or pull, it will be applying on the body it will be moved. That is force. So what is the unit of force? Newton or Newton. What is the unit of force? That is Newton. Okay. And second one, name the types of force as acting on. Tell the what is the force will be applying on the following cases. An object hanging on a spring. ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்டை ஒரு ஸ்ப்ரிங்கில் தொங்க விட்டுருக்கீங்க. வாட்ஸ் த ஃபோர்ஸ் வில் பி ஆக்டிங் ஆன் த ஸ்ப்ரிங்? தட் இஸ் அ கிராவிடேஷனல் ஃபோர்ஸ், பிகாஸ் த வெயிட் வில் பி expelled the spring, so the gravitational force will be acting on the spring. Second one, a moving object. As a moving object, moving object means the object will be moving by the friction between the tire and then tire, not a tire, the bottom surface and the ground. Groundக்கும் surface and the bottom surface கடையில் ஒரு காண்டாக்ட் இருக்குன்னா it will be easily move on to the another one side. So moving object having the frictional force. Okay. And third one, pieces of paper is attracted by the comb. You take one comb, it will be rubbed with your hair, so the comb will be easily attract the bits of paper. What's the force will be created in the comb? That is the electrostatic force. So interaction between the atom as the hair and the atoms in the comb, it will be create the electrostatic force. It will be used to attract the bits of paper. Okay, that is the electrostatic force. And identify the forces that come into play in the following cases. One person jumping on the floor. What are the forces that will be applied on the phenomenon? Jumping on the floor. One person, or he, she, or you will be jumping on the floor. What are the forces will be applied to jumping on the floor? You jump பண்றப்ப என்னென்ன forceல யூஸ் பண்ணுவீங்க? By using your leg. So that is a muscular force. And you jumping on the floor, so it will be contact with the floor and then your leg. So force of friction is also applied. And then you jumping on the floor by using the gravity. So gravitational force also it will be coming. So three forces it will be act in the phenomenon of jumping on the floor. What are they? Muscular force, force of friction and gravitational force. And the second case, riding a cycle on the straight line and then not a turn, okay, riding a cycle on a straight line, straight road la or cycle neenga odit poringa, what's the force will be applied, what's the force will be exerted in that phenomenon? Anyone say? That is the force of friction, because the contact with the tire and the ground, it will be the friction process is there. So the frictional force will be exerted, frictional force will be used to moving a cycle, it will be ride a cycle on the floor. Okay, this all are the question answers, and already I explained the one words and reasoning questions and then question answer, and then now I will explain the match of the following. So match of the following in the left hand side contact force, non-contact force, contact force, non-contact force, third one pressure force, and fourth one pressure, fifth one pressure exerted by liquids, pressure exerted by liquid, pressure exerted by liquid, and sixth one atmospheric pressure, atmospheric pressure, atmospheric pressure. And right hand side, first one is Newton, second one is muscular force, third one Newton per meter square, and fourth one gravitational force, barometer, and increases with depth. Increases with depth. Students, you try to match that left hand side and right hand side. What are the left hand side? That is a contact force. The contact will match with any one of the right hand side. That is a muscular force. Muscular force is a contact force. Muscular force is a contact force. Yes. You use your muscle to take any one thing, so that is a muscular force. So contact force is a muscular force, first way. And second one, non-contact force. What is non-contact force? In the right hand side, that is a gravitational force. Gravitational force is a non-contact force. Why? Gravitation, without the contact, the force will be arises to pull any one thing or to jumping on any one thing, any one person or anything. And then force. Force, the right hand side, the unit of force is Newton. So force is equal to Newton. And fourth one, pressure. Pressure, unit of pressure is Newton per meter square. So unit of pressure is Newton per meter square. Pressure exerted by liquids. Pressure exerted by liquids. What is the remaining is there? Increases with depth. Why? The pressure will be increases with the increasing depth. That is fifth one. And what is atmospheric pressure? Which is instrument is used to measure the atmospheric pressure? That is barometer. Okay. So that's the way they will be. First you learn thoroughly the units of pressure and force, and some terms in the important terms in the pressure and force. So easily match the any one left hand and right hand side part. Okay. So that is the match of following. And next I will explain some true or false. True or false, first one, muscular force is acts between the two magnets. Muscular force acts between two magnets. Is it true? Muscular force acts between the two. What is a muscular force? Muscular force, by using your muscles, the force will be exerted. But two magnets, you are keeping the two magnets Muscular force is arise between the two magnets? No, that is a magnetic force. So this is wrong. So muscular force, it will be only in a contact force, but magnetic force is not a contact force, it is a non-contact force. So magnetic force will be created between the two magnets. So okay, so this is false. And second one, frictional force arises when two or more objects come in contact with each other. Frictional forces arises when two or more objects come in contact with each other. ஒரு thing இன்னொரு thing ஒண்ணுக்கு மேல உரசும்போது friction force create ஆகுமா? So frictional forces arises, it will be false because the thing it will be moving is one on the floor or anything, it will be giving the opposite motion of the object. ஒரு thing வந்து மூவ் ஆகுது அப்படின்னா அதுக்கு ஆப்போசிட் மோஷனை கொடுக்குற பேர் தான் friction. So comparably it will be true. Okay. So magnets moves away from each other when unlike poles face each other. Magnets moves away from each other when unlike poles face each other. What is unlike poles? Unlike means north and south. You keep the north and south poles, the magnets will be move away or move near. ரெண்டு வேற போல் உள்ள மேக்னெட் நீங்கள் எடுத்துக்கிட்டிங்கன்னா இது ரெண்டு பக்கத்தில் வருமா வேற பக்கம் போகுமா? It will be move closer, so it will be attract with one another. That is, the magnetic force will be created between the unlike poles. But like poles, the magnetic force will be the magnets will be move away from their near point. And fourth one, if two forces act in same direction, the net force is the same sum of the forces. Two forces act ஆகுது அப்படின்னா net forceங்கிறது என்ன? Sum of the two forces. It will be true. The SI unit of force is Newton. It will be also true because the SI unit of force is Newton. So that is true or false. Okay. So okay. In the today class, I explained the more and more one words first, and then choose the best answer, and then Syllabus, match, and I explain I also explain the reasoning questions and some answer the following. Okay. Okay. Today home assignment. Home assignment. Learn the one words. Learn and write. Learn the one words. In page number 148. One words in page number 148 and 149. Okay. Students, note down the homework. Learn the one words in page number 148 and 149. Okay. Thank you.